Hello. It's heckin' noisy out here. Why did I decide to do this? So welcome back to my channel. This is just a little update on how things are going. If you're new here, I was doing the 75 hard challenge last year and I never finished editing those videos. I am still in the process of doing those. They are just a lot. I usually have like an hour to an hour and a half of footage to go through on each one, and I usually cut it down a half an hour to 40 minutes or so. And they're just a lot. They take up a lot of time, a lot of energy. I usually have to film pieces for them, and they are coming. I promise. They are still coming. Just slow. I had a lot of plans for 2026 for this channel. I had a whole list of things to do with you guys, to do challenges and etc. And I just have not gotten to like any of them. And it is literally June 30th as I'm filming this. So in the span of the last few months, a lot happened. I was in a toxic workspace that was making it so I literally shook all the time. I couldn't get to sleep without getting high as heck, and I was just constantly sick from this. And luckily things changed. Got out of that situation. Well, kind of. Like, I'm still in the job, but the people that were causing the problems are mostly gone. There's a couple people still, like, in cahoots with them, but it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be, and it's actually getting fun again. But that took up months of my life, and it was miserable and horrible. And on top of that, I lost an aunt in November, an uncle in March. They were a couple, they were married. And in the same week in March that he passed away, my cousin, their kid, went to the hospital so sick, and he's now in rehab, but he's basically been in the hospital since. And one of my dad's cousins got diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer, I believe. So there was just a lot of grief and having to process grief and the trauma with that, and just how everything was coming all at once. On top of all of that, also, I somehow injured my shoulder or did something to it where I couldn't use it. I went from busting ass lifting fire equipment to I can't lift a pot off the stove. So I couldn't even hardly feed myself, and that is like mentally draining. That just zaps everything out of you. I really struggled for a good few months there. Didn't know how I was doing it, but yeah, I had to go to physical therapy and get a bunch of help. I got x-rays and things. I still have problems with my shoulder. It's this one. I still have some problems with it. We're still working on it. I am out of physical therapy, but like I have a bunch of exercises and things to do to keep building up and hopefully like not have it be a problem anymore. All of that together just made for a very hard situation, and like it influenced my anxiety and depression, made those worse, made the agoraphobia worse again, and made it much harder to do things. And on top of that, like having to worry about financial situation. The person I work for in my main job is semi-retired this year, so there's not as much work coming in. And then I was doing freelance editing. I literally got my first client for the year this past week. Even though I would pay for ads and push as hard as I could, it just like all of a sudden dried up for me and everyone disappeared, and I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I don't know what to do. And I'm in a town where there's not really hardly anything besides retail, and I currently mentally am not in a position where I think I could do that for much. And so that's really kind of terrifying, to feel like you are stuck with nothing. And I was really hoping to have a couple books out this year, especially under my pen name, because I was going through them so fast. I haven't like written since like March. and I was mostly just writing fan fiction, which I think helped a lot. It kind of gave me my spark back. I haven't written a lot since then, but it really did help me get through some of the worst part by just writing and reading fan fiction, and I'll probably have a whole video on that at some point. It's just been a year, and I have fallen so far behind in this channel, and just when I was starting to see growth again, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know that like this channel will just like die and have nothing happen for it for years, and then it will like, oh, I'll get like 10 subscribers. It's like, yes, we're finally growing again, and then it will die again. And of course, as soon as it starts like picking up is when everything goes to shit. It's been really rough and really hard to navigate the past few months, but things are going a lot better. I have been working on the 75 hard challenge, editing those videos, and I have a bookshelf tour for 2026. It's not quite accurate anymore because as soon as I did it, I purged over 100 books. But you get the like before version. Maybe I should just delete it and do the now version. I don't know. No, well, now I'm debating if I should redo that one. It's fine. I also applied to grad school to get a master's in creative writing, and I got accepted. So that's going to be a new thing. Okay. So maybe that'll end up being a vlog series or something on this channel at some point. But that's basically the update. Is we are still here. We are still going to be doing writing. We're still working on things. We're still freelance editing. Hire me, please. I need money. I just applied to grad school. It's fine. But things are really looking up. They have been for a few weeks, and I've been getting to the point where I feel like I am ready to get back and really do more with the channel and do more things. So here we are. And I hope you guys will stick around and join me for some of these new challenges and things that I have come up with that I have been sitting on for months that I have not done anything with because I have just not cared. But yeah, I will see you guys all. I think in the next one, it will probably be the 75 hard, catching up on those, getting those done finally. But I will see you then. Bye, everybody.